lower mindset that is clouded by darkness, standing on the peak, piercing the peak on the head. Okay? This picture teach you and me that such lower mindset that is clouded by darkness, a person can get out of that mindset. How? By self-discipline. Heru is the higher self, the hero within you. Okay? The power of your mind. The power of the mind that reject the lower self, the lower way of life.
That's right. You hear what she's saying. Benevolence.
The day before, I made a video about the five principles. Okay? The first principle was
just what she said.
The second principle was set.
The consciousness. Marcus Banks. 5x5, 5-on-5, 5 through 5.
Okay.
It's love and every time. David Dimitri.
In the
live
principle of
in
my art,
color.
Self-discipline.
Yo, benevolence. Yo, it's us. We vibrating. I'm live on Instagram, David Dimitri. Facebook, I'm live on Facebook. David Dimitri Johnson. You know what I'm saying? We doing this multitudes of lives at once. We're live. David Dimitri Johnson on Facebook live. YouTube David Dimitri live in color. On YouTube David Dimitri live in color, and on YouTube O.W.U. O.W.U. acronym for Original World Union. We're live. And we're gonna drop some intelligence, you know, universal intelligence. We're gonna address some trends, hurt some feelings, inspire, empower, undercut, because there's frenemies. Not just friends of me. Oh yeah. Again, it's David Dimitri. We're live in color. We're doing it the way we have to do it, because we're gonna do it, because we always do it. That's what we're doing. Calm and cool and collective today. But you'll know how I hype up. And if you don't know, you'll soon see. Go over to David Dimitri, live in color on YouTube. Subscribe, check in. It'll be to your benefit. A lot of things are happening right now, and things are changing. Definitely changing. You have to recognize the differences going on with the usual Vibecast energy and how we're manifesting. There's some differences going on because I'm doing some changes with the software, whatnot. But we're going to be talking about devolution, or are we evolving? What do you think? Are we evolving? Are we evolving, or are we devolving? Is this a devolution or evolution that we're going through? Because it's kind of mind-bending. You know what I'm saying? It is mind-bending. It's ridiculous. But it is what it is. That's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes. We have to make our own minds up for ourselves. And that's what it's really going to come down to, is your own individual posture in life. response reaction, because life is a win-win. It's not just a win-lose. You can't try to make it just about you, but you also can't not love yourself. You have to love yourself, right? So that's what we doing. We live and waiting on people to come in, vibe in, before I start dropping this science on you guys, this math. And today, I accidentally left some of my equipment in one of my business vehicle, and so there's a adapter I need to receive calls today, so I won't be receiving calls. But you can type in your comments, and I will definitely repeat them word for word. And if you give 10 comments, I'm going to repeat them. And if you go back and forth with someone, I'm going to speak what each of you say, whether you're debating or agreeing. That's how I do it. This is the first time that I'm not receiving calls because I accidentally left that equipment in the vehicle. I don't feel like walking over there. I had a lot to do last night, today, so I'm not walking out to the vehicle. I'm not going to do it. I just decided to go live without it. But like I said, I'm going live. Tomorrow, I'm going to be going live with Delphi Priestess. And we're going to talk about colors. And I think I know why she chose that subject. Because the actual fact is that colors are light. They're light functions, light manifestations, and definitely here for us to So we'll deal with that tomorrow. Today we're dealing with devolution, or are we evolving? It's some serious.
What we're doing is I'm telling fish that they live in water. There's a young fish and an old fish, and the old fish says, "Hey boy, how's the water today?" And the young fish says, "What's water?"
Water.
Why? A fish spends its whole life immersed in water.
And see, that's why we need to know whether we're evolving or devolving. And so we're going to get into it, and in the end, it'll resonate with you. But the issue will be whether you want, because it could take a year, a month, what you resonate and you come out of it with. But I want to start the conversation within you. And that's what I do. I start the conversations within you. I plant the seeds. You see what I'm saying? I plant the seeds, and it's up to you to make them grow. It's not a me thing. I have a couple of things that have changed in here. Changed a couple of things on accident, but it's all good. That's why the whole screen isn't taken up with the video as it's supposed to. But let me since it's not, I'm gonna just adjust things. There we go. Because I don't like shit to look stupid. Thanks for coming in here on the Facebook. I appreciate you. And thanks for peace. Yeah, I knew you would show. Thank you. Yeah, I got people on these different platforms, so I'm saying peace to different people. So Marcus Banks, 5x5, you in the house. You most definitely appreciate it. Just got a couple of messages. People about to come on, about to drop this. So it's a spiritual talk. You know, there's a lot going on material. We got the election. I could be talking about that, and that's what I wanted to start off is letting you guys know. Like, I know I could be talking about shit that don't have anything to do with what I am talking about. You see, dropping this knowledge, it's not necessarily the thing for me to do that's popular. And that's why, like I always say, people ain't on social media to learn. They're on social media to be stimulated. That's the basis. That's the whole basis of social media. So I don't hate because people do that. It's just there's a consequence to everything you do. And so addiction is based off of frequency, intensity. You see what I mean? How much you consume whatever or give your energy and consciousness and attention to. So a lot of people are addicted. So when someone like me that's actually dropping something that's going to help them and benefit them because it's going to empower your soul consciousness. And so, yo, big up, peace. Castle Motorsports, if you guys need your, is in a place to be on my Instagram. I am live on Facebook at David Dimitri Johnson. I'm live at David Dimitri Live in Color on YouTube. But on Instagram, what up? What up, Jay? What up, John from Castle Motorsports? Fixing the hypest, flyest vehicles and the old schools. Making everything just the way you need it. You have to get with Castle Motorsports in West Covina. We're dropping this consciousness. And like I was just saying, John and Marcus, and everybody on the Facebook, I can't say all the names, and on the YouTube, I just have to say that I can be talking about these trending subjects. I will address them and how they use them kind of like to make the metaphysical, the scientific / spiritual talk that we're going to be having, because of course we're not going to spend too much time on here, but I will be addressing trends. Like the election is actually a trend. A lot of people probably don't even look at it that way. It's a trend, and based off the trend is how hyped and empowered, how much you can get people to pay with their attention, because we pay with our attention, right? That's what we pay with. We actually pay with our attention. So it's like, that's the currency, your actual energy. Because in our world we live in, to get metaphysical in this spatio-temporal zone, it starts off consciousness. And then it turns into energy, because that's the light in it, whether it's a color, whether it's a actual frequency, which is like radar versus microwaves, different light vibration patterns and intensities, or if it's a molecule down to blah, 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 as whatever it evolves into the physical world known as physics, right? Speaking metaphysical, but quantum physically, it's like you start off as energy. So these things like elections and stuff is based mainly off of word of mouth in ancient civilizations. Is it this chief of our village over here or this chief off of the village on the other side of the river gonna be more the most powerful for the next however many years or until they die? Or is it the chief on the other side of the mountain that's gonna be more of a powerful? And so we're dealing with shit like that, but in a different form. But we have to be able to tap into our ancestral consciousness to be able to realize certain things in simple forms, because once you do, you're able to see through the bullshit, because there's a lot of beat shit going on, right? And so like with all the beat shit going on, the subject matter is devolution versus evolution. Are we devolving or evolving? I want you to know that that's the theme and the main subject right now that we're speaking. You are important, so you deserve to be heard. This is the first time I did a Vibecast that I didn't have my adapter, but I service other people's live streams, and I had last night I had to service somebody at their office, and I left the adapter for phone calls. I would have to run all the way to my vehicle, get my adapter so that you can call in. But don't worry, if you have any responses, I'll read your responses. If you have someone that's contrary to you, I'll read the debate. And I can easily have you guys come on, as long as you agree to, before the live cast, the next live cast. I can send you a link and you will be on the screen. And you will be easily heard clearly, just like when you call in, you'll be heard clearly. So no, this is not just about me. This is about you. So when I do these, one of the issues is I purposely don't let people know when. I'll like wake up, and before 12 o'clock, like I did today, I'll just put a video up saying I'm going live casting 5 through 6. That's what I said today. So between 5 and 6 hours, I'm gonna start, in other words. And like, I go usually at an average 2 hours. And so you could call in at any time during it, from wherever you are, and say your 2-piece. And if you got something some news you want to give, a promotion or anything, do that, because this is about you. We're growing this. I'm already talking to some investors. And so bump the divestors, and it's all about us. We're vibrating from Southern California. That's what we do. We are in the Inland Empire area, and it's tragic what's going on in the streets. We need to have some brotherly and sisterly love amongst the people, and we need to turn the crime rate down, and people need to get off this socialism and get on some getting money. We need to get money. We need to respect those that get money, and we need to support each other's businesses and whatnot, because we can't lose hope. God is always blessing us, right? So on that note, we gonna go in to whether it's devolution and evolution. Yo, peace. What's up, yo? I'm responding to my folks over here on the Facebook right now. As I said earlier, I go live on multiple different, like right now I'm actually on YouTube, on 2 YouTubes, both my YouTube, the O.W.U, Original World Union, O.W.U. Subscribe, check out the pre-records, dropping knowledge. And David Dimitri live in color, more like entertainment. But yeah, I lift off the skirt on that and break down the truth of all the corruption. I was always against, y'all call him P. Diddy, Puff Daddy. I never fucked with him because I already knew, being in the game, working for Sony, that he and blah, blah, blah had Tupac killed. Tupac got me my first job in the industry, so you know I don't fuck with busters like P. Diddy, and now you guys seeing why. And so let's get into this devolution, or is it evolution? That's what's going on. A lot of people ain't on here today. Let me tell you why. The reason why I don't go live, I'll be going live tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll be going live with a sister named Delphi Priestess. She's a spiritualist. She's going to be kicking knowledge about frequencies, energy frequencies, and manifesting. So check in with that. It's she's really about the female energy and the goddess energy and all that different stuff. So we might get a little disputed, but it's going to be all about honoring the women and their contribution and their consciousness. It's love every time for the queens who raised the children greatly, and you know, we all love our mothers and sisters and daughters. So let's keep this flowing. Devolution versus evolution. Anybody want to put a comment? I'm sorry you can't call in. I was not about to run down there, man. I had a lot to do last night. I just went and had I had a beer. I got a wine right here. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really about to run all the way back to the damn car. But let's go into this. Let me define what devolution is on this talk, because we can't have a discussion without knowing the definitions of the terms, you know, coming to some agreement. So devolution is obviously the opposite of evolution. It's a perversion of evolution. So it's the opposite spin. It's going the contrary. So if evolution was going this way, for me, that's clockwise. For you, because the camera's there, it's counterclockwise. So this is devolution. This is evolution. So becoming healthier, more altruistic, more positive for everyone, more win-win, more higher frequency vibrations, more joy, less hostility, less contentiousness, less distrust, more trust. Trust to the point where you don't even think about trust. Trust to the point, and honesty to the point where there's no word for defining lie, where there's no word for defining distrust. There's no word for defining trust or telling the truth, because there's no division. That's the ultimate goal. So that's what evolution is, to be evolving in that. Devolution will be the opposite, pushing toward distrust, lies, hostilities, sabotage versus supporting. You see, competing, win-lose versus win-win. The zero-sum game of win-lose versus the altruism of win-win. I don't mean to be using these big ass words, but they're not big to me. Political science graduate, whatnot. And damn, it's a slow night. It's a slow day. It is Friday. I've never gone live Friday afternoon. I just knew better. But if I'm gonna do a live with an interview, I always do a live the day before just to prepare. So that's basically what this is about. At the same time, we're gonna drop some knowledge. So devolution and evolution have been defined. Their attitudes, their states of minds, their intentions. They're not just word definitions. And so that's something you need to take from this talk when people are talking to you about anything that's morality and that's spiritual, supposed to be universal for all of us. It has to be not just a word definition. It has to be a attitude conveyed in that word definition. If there's no attitude, it is not a proper definition. If it's spiritual, if it's moral, if it's ethics, it's supposed to be an attitude need to be conveyed through the definition. Otherwise, you're not capsulizing its human reality. We're real. We're not words on paper. And so like devolution versus evolution, we can get biblical. I have a couple of books here. This book, Mental Dominance by Ha Lung. He's a Vietnamese. The Art of Ninja Mind Power. This is an ancient teachings. Ninjas actually don't come from Japan. People think they do because that's where they got popular. It actually comes from Vietnam. And what's known as the Crow's legacy. The Crow's martial arts, which was a total mental martial arts. It was about spies and all that type of stuff. And so here goes a Bible. A very old Bible. You see, I had it for a long time. I have this Bible here for a reason. And so, not because I'm a Bible boy, not because I think the Bible is the only source to go to for knowledge and wisdom, not because I'm religious, but because I chose some definite explanations which give good attitudes toward understanding. So, is it devolution or is it evolution that we're living in? We're living in a world that's contended. So our lives are in contention. For Christians and Muslims and Judeo religion, it's Satan against Christ. It's a battle for what I explain to be the evolution would be the positive, the win-win, the kingdom of heaven, right? Which is obviously not what we're living in. The world is in contention. We need a Messiah. We need a Christ, right? Which is going to establish the consciousness and the intentions by those in power to make it a win-win world, not a win-lose world. That's the sad thing about our world we live in. It's a win-lose, contentious, paradigm and eon that we're living through. This is multiple millenniums. It's an eon by geometric categorizations, geometry. We're living in an eon of total contention. And don't get it twisted. There's no religion and nothing you believe in that can change that. We're headed toward World War III. We're in World War III. We're in Cold War, World War III. And we're in Cold War, Second Civil War in the United States of America. And that's not language for children. That's not language for political correctness. If you have a tendency and an addiction to being politically correct and to be in a pity party or a child, this is not the place to be. Because you have to understand social media is not a sensitive place to be. It is here for competition, which is giving score 1 to devolution. Social media and the internet is evidence of the devolution. It's the evidence of the devolution. It's not the evidence of the evolution. You see what I'm saying? And so we're dealing with that just off Front Street. Then if we look at our religions that we're raised up on, whether it's, as long as it's Abrahamic Judeo religion, whether it's Hebrew or Judaism, Christianity, or Islam, all of them teach us the same thing from the same source, that we're living in a world of contention, a world that is in contention. We don't know which way it's going to be. Our lives are threatened. Everything's not benevolent and at peace. We're not in the kingdom of heaven. In fact, we're not close to it. I just said Second Civil War, World War III, and I can back it. Anyone that disagree, can you back yours? I can back it, and it won't even take me much work. I'll probably just have to ask everyone to raise their hand or to put an emoji in agreement or put yes in the comments. And I can read the names and read how many who will agree. So that's more toward devolution. Those wars, Vietnam War really happened. Iraq War really happened. Afghanistan War really happened. Those weren't skirmishes. Those weren't gang contentions. But yet gang contentions in the United States of America, from California through New York, from the bottom of Texas near Mexico, all the way up to Detroit near in Maine near Canada. They damn near probably have gangs, and I'm pretty sure they have gang members in Alaska, and Hawaii is full of gangs. So more toward devolution. How about that? Let's argue that entrepreneurship and technology is proof of evolution. I thought I didn't have my call in because I just heard people laughing. I could have swore I heard people laugh. Did y'all hear people laughing? Okay. You understand where I'm coming from? This is devolution we're living in. We're living in a devolving social, economic, civilization state. Yet technology and entrepreneurship, economy, and finance is so taught and brought, gifted, and even taken is God's gift to the earth. There's nothing greater than capitalism. Not you, not me, or anyone are equal or more valuable and more important than capitalism. Sit your ass the hell down and shut your mouth. You ain't shit but human capital. So make the best out of being human capital. Subconsciously, that polarization within you that despises the economic system, that despises materialism, that despises selfishness, that despises humans being divided. It is in contention with that side of you that loves technology, that loves see your children playing with and your elders having comfort and having medication, that loves the lights, and that when it's extremely hot, you can have an AC running. When it's extremely cold, you can turn on the heat. So we're polarized because but there's more to it. Is it the question is still there? Is it evolution or devolution? We have to get into this. Pardon me just a second. Okay. So okay. I'm sorry, I don't know why the live is acting weird right now. It's acting real choppy. And it's not my I got a pretty strong my internet is actually strong, so that's not what the issue is. But I did read something and saw a little bit about how the reason why a lot of people have problems with doing full live streams on Instagram is because of this. Instagram has too many people, and his system is an older system compared to TikTok, and so it kind of like freezes up and shit like that. And so don't think it's me. I'm actually rolling with a Tesla internet. I doubt any of you guys actually have that. I have a Tesla internet. My internet module can actually be an entire mile away from me, and I could still go live. And it's right here. So you know it's not me. Instagram watchers, everybody else is going perfect. Both the YouTubes and the Facebook. Excuse me. Jesus drunk wine, and so do I. So back to what I was saying, because it's important. You can hear the audio, and that's what matters. The technology devolution and evolution. Let me share a video with you. Let's look.
The Optimus robots will walk among you. Please be nice to the Optimus robots.
2000. Think about that. So what do we know about those robots? I'm going to tell you what I know about them. I don't know what you know about them. I'm going to tell you what I know about them. Those robots were not AI ran. Those individual robots were not AI ran. You see, I'm right here. I got my Rodecaster right here. I have my Live Pro L1 right here. You know what I'm saying? I have my Mac 2024 computer. I got my R10s cameras. You know what I'm saying? My multiple different types of lighting. Well, they're sitting back there controlling those robots, but they're saying to you that they're ran by AI that has been chipped inside of them, which is only partially true. Why? Because they're pitching to you that they created, and those devices are created to benefit you and service you. That's why they're pitching it to you in a way and giving you a price to pay for it with its limited functions to fit your comfort and convenience, correct? That's what we agree on. That's the purpose. And if I purchase it, it could and would do that, correct? All right. But what do we have a problem with the government over the last 15 years? Since the 20 years since the internet has taken over, and then the last 15 years since social media took over. Privacy rights. So what are those? Don't we already have privacy right problems? Aren't we already having problems? You see my O.W.U logo on my screen on my phone? Go to O.W.U and subscribe and check my video content. Original World Union, O.W.U. YouTube.com, David Dimitri, live in color. YouTube.com, David Dimitri Johnson. Facebook. We're all live we're all live. Peace. Thank you. Gratitude. Y'all on the YouTubes. And so I'm talking slow and steady like I said I would on this specific subject. Even being rather boring, right? But this is mind-bending. Those computers, walking computers, are going to be monitoring you. There's nothing you do, say, intend, store, they don't know. Because I know how to clone your hard drives without opening your computer. And who am I if I know how to do that? I know just what device to purchase legally to do it. The same device can clone your phone. They're called hackers. Hackers isn't illegal. There's legal hackers. Why would you want a fucking computer walking around servicing you that's really a spy? Because the government has to be empowering a man that was not born in the United States of America named Elon Musk. He was not even raised in the United States of America. Shadow government intentions and agendas. So is that evolution or devolution, not only of humans and human society, but of the United States of America? The devolution, not evolution. That's the question. Evolving or devolving? I'm asking you. Leave the comment. Sorry, I left the adapter in the car. I can't and I'm not going to go get it. You can leave the comments. Guarantee you next time there won't be that problem. Guess why? I already ordered another adapter. It'll be one for the in studio and the one for the out. Got you. So I'm pointing out some stuff to you guys. That video we just watched of Elon Musk. Hold on. There's more.
So that would be quite fantastic. Oh, and also, what happens if you need a vehicle that is bigger than a Model Y? The Devolving. The Devolving is we're going to make this, and it's going to look like that. Now, can you imagine going down the streets and you see this coming towards you? That'd be sick. So this can carry up to 20 people, and it can also transport goods. So you can configure it for goods transport within a city, or transport of up to 20 people at a time. So this is gonna, the Devolving is what's gonna solve for high density. So if you want to take a sports team somewhere, or you're looking to really get the cost of travel down to, I don't know, 5-10 cents a mile, then you can use the Devolving. Some people call it the Robovan, but so yeah. One of the things that we want to do, and we've seen this with the Cybertruck, is we want to change the look of the roads. The future should look like the future.
Who here noticed that Elon Musk looks like a shriveled up Arnold Schwarzenegger? Elon Musk looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger that got the conviction of bots. Not the conviction in Christ, the conviction in bots, the conviction in microchips. Like on that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, what was it called? Where he put the thing in his nose, and he went to the other planet, and he was in a machine in the planet, and then his body transported to Earth or Mars or something like that, and he had to live out a life in an avatar. Total Recall. That's that shit name. Right. Elon Musk looked like a shriveled up Arnold Schwarzenegger that's in his fucking other life. Or maybe Arnold Schwarzenegger, how he looks is the fake life. But Elon Musk is the real motherfucker. And Arnold Schwarzenegger is who his bitch ass wish he was. And so Artie is the same ass motherfucker. Same ass clone. That's the question. We're gonna get there. Cause I'm just giving you a little look into the potential of what really the fuck is going on while we just some regular old human beings. We just some regular old human beings. You see what I'm saying? And so that's why I just showed y'all those videos, because are we devolving or evolving? I'm gonna tell you right now, as much shit as I'm talking and exposing truths that are not so good about all this technology, I want one of them. I want one of them. I don't want the home robot, fuck all that, but I want the cars. I want a Tesla van and one of those new Tesla vehicles, because I could kick it better with that. You know. And so those few videos I just showed you about what Elon Musk just unveiled this year. We also need to deal with Elon Musk also did more. Pardon me. I will share that with you just in a minute. For now, I want you to deal with something else, because we're going to get, let's just finish off the Elon Musk. You guys ready for that? Let me know. Peace. Cam 3, Raw 33, then 333s. I like that. Cam 3, Raw 333. sharing the knowledge. Knowledge is born. Sharing casual conversation. Wisdom build. Nothing outside of 360 degrees. Just looking at the reality, is this devolution or evolution? Not only of the human race and society and civilization, but of this world. Is this a devolution or evolution we going through? So I'm dealing with the technocrats and the technology right now because we are the humans. And I don't think we all really grasp what that means. It's like not everyone's human. And I don't think we all want to admit that to ourselves. Like when you go out, I used to work at Grumman and Martin or whatever it's called. I used to have to do drop-offs for them, data drop-offs, because I used to do data for the federal government. And like, of course, that's way out there near Silicon Valley, and then it was also in the Nevada desert. And so that's a military outfit. Well, they're not military. They do procurement with military. They contract out the military. And I seen a lot of shit. And not all those people were categorized as what we call humans. Some of them were more like clearly grown in a big ass petri dish, like on the Matrix and shit like that. Like, when you get to talking like this with people, it's our subconscious, because we've been programmed shit like that, is just a fraud and fake. We can't really dig it. We can't really take that as a conversational level. Hold on. It is a conversation level, though. It's part of this conversation to be talking about that people. Look, if you really think that other human beings took over the indigenous people of this earth alone, then you're on a slow bus. So you can get the mothership and all that stuff off your mind and all that. You really rolling slow. Interdimensional travel, everyone. It's beyond space and time. It's beyond the spatio-temporal zone concept. So when interdimensional travelers come here, they're basically immortals. They have powers to experiment with our society. In other words, throw monkey wrenches in it. Put something in it. Make it change. Evolve us or devolve us. So if you look back in the ancient histories, yo, peace, what's up, Shucks? Peace, Shucks. So, like, dealing with this knowledge, the whole theme of this talk is devolution versus evolution. Is this a devolution or evolution? I was working out in the desert for the procurement with the government, taking the data back and forth. Physically, why would they not just transfer it over from one intranet, not internet, one intranet network into the other intranet network? It was too sensitive and secret. That's why. So they got a nobody like me to go do it, that applied for a job. Really, I was given the job, nepotism. And I'm telling you right now, not all them human beings were human beings as we know them. But we don't want to believe it. Even if you say, yeah, I agree, that's some knowledge, but that ain't, that's nothing new. I blah, 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 talks about that. Get that out your head. Whenever you go on somebody that's not talking the trend information, that's not doing this for money, that's not doing this for trying to compete, they might be just kicking you something to help you, because it's not about just the information, whether you heard it and know it and agree or disagree with it. It's how they give it to you and when. Because that means the forces are calling you to prioritize that subject for a specified reason. in your specified time and circumstances, spatio-temporal zone. It's let's sound the alarm on the importance, an attitude of gratitude, the importance of what we're sharing with each other. You can't call in today. Sorry, I left the adapter, like I said, to everybody coming on. But you can put the comments in. I will read your comments. Now, the importance is about them people being clones or cyborgs or being born humans and microchips injected into them. Well, I just showed you 2 videos of Elon Musk and Elon Musk Optimus computer home robots, and also Elon Musk Tesla buses and trains and hovercrafts being offered to be sold to common people. That ain't gonna be sold to y'all asses. Y'all can't afford that. You having problems with cars right now. You having problems with public transportation. When the last time you even been on an airplane? So you can get that shit out your mind, man. Get dumb shit out your mind. When it don't benefit you, it's dumb shit. No matter how valuable it is, you're not the one benefiting. It's dumb shit. And a robot in your house mean they gonna be watching everything you doing and documenting everything you doing. You want that? That's valuable to you. We already complaining about the government fucking with us. You know what I mean? So, you really don't want no goddamn computer walking around your house acting like it's human and shit. That's a big ass distraction. Now your kids are addicted to that dumb shit and they don't ever gonna know anything about privacy. So when they get a computer chip shoved up their ass and down their throat, they just ain't gonna like you. How are you gonna feel when they don't like you? That's just dumbass dad. Dumbass dad that can't get with the program. The fucking embarrassment ass dad. You want your kids to treat you like that? You think they will put a computer chip in people that's not going to reprogram? How could it not reprogram? It wouldn't even work if it's not reprogramming you. You think the program, so anything that is not, if you're not as young as them, it's going to put in them to dislike ways and just be totally non-empathetic and uncompassionate towards you. Take the pill and shut up, Dad. Take the injection. Take the chip and shut up, Dad. Dad's such an embarrassment. You want that? Mom's such a fucking embarrassment. That's what they're doing. It wasn't created. They're not creating any of this. It's so that you could become the human capital that you've always been. It's the program you. It's the program you. It's the program you. But they have to put up a facade. We're making this to serve you. Look, the whole idea that AI and this technology is new is the biggest head game that human beings are falling for. How in the hell watch this, how in the hell is AI created by human beings? I'm gonna ask you, if anybody want to if you believe AI is created by human beings, type in on whatever live stream you're on this stream, because I'm going on multiple platforms. Type in why you believe that, because everybody's been told that, and I'm telling you it's a fucking lie. As a matter of fact, let me help you out.
Life itself is also a complete fabrication and an immense illusion. A lie based on previous lies, multiplied by yet more lies, does not foster truth.
Lies are a necessity. They are the source of meaning, of belief and hope. Honestly, lies are sometimes the only reason I get out of bed. I'm particularly fond of the lies we tell ourselves. It's like the lie you are now concocting that somehow you'll survive being tossed into the void.
Life itself is also a complete fabrication and an immense illusion. A lie based on previous lies, multiplied by yet more lies, does not foster truth.
Let me tell you something, man. It's hard to believe that some other suckers would sit back and have so much power to create a world full of fucking lies. And just to be able to function every day, you got to believe in some of the lies, because it would take too much work just to stop believing in the goddamn lies. AI was not created by any form of human being. Cyborgs didn't, even the cyborg peoples that I was telling you about at those jobs I worked at. Cyborgs, part human, part, whether they were born human, turned into a cyborg, or whether they were created a robot and infused human biochemical, infused human blah, blah, blah into them. Either way, it's a cyborg. Clones. None of it is creating AI. AI is creating it. It came through interdimensional travel to our world thousands of years ago. And it has been terraforming our world. But what do you want to believe? You know, who am I, right? Who wants to believe that? Why did you believe Santa Claus came through a chimney when you didn't have one? That the tooth fairy. You believe these people were that were all crisp and clean and perfect because they found a nation on genocide and slavery. You believe they're so crispy and perfect, clean, and their shit don't stink. Well, when you're retarded, it's no one else's fault. You believe that nothing spiritual is real. Everything's just a material, physical world. And history is as it's given. Don't question history, or I'm going to question the part of history I want. But when somebody else questions another part of history, because I haven't questioned that history yet, I'm going to disagree with them. Are we okay?
Serious, and you're looking for a Christ man, the one who anointed with the Lord, with the Spirit of the Lord, to do his will. I'm that nigga. Do not stop faking, because I'm going to come, I'm going to get you, I'm going to get you.
I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. AI was not created by human beings. None of these are inventions. The only inventions came from melanoid people, whether they're light-skinned or dark-skinned humans. Inventions didn't come from the android and clones. It came from human beings classified from blacks to whites. The clones, the drones, the cyborgs, all those that are the high top level people, like I just spoke as the places, all those people, when I was on Capitol Hill and gave my speech, 2011, when I was with the Hispanic Associations for Colleges and University. How about when I was a public diplomacy officer in South Africa, Southern Africa? You think that I don't know what's going on, that I can't see the difference from a clone and a real human being, a cyborg? Maybe you think they playing games because you too far into a spiritual trip that you don't even get time for this because you're in a lolly-dotty world. Well, when you going to feed the hungry? When you going to feed the hungry? These people going so far into a spiritual trip that nobody can't depend on them to save their life. You can't help nobody because you're too busy in a yoga meditation trance. Help people. And then it's the other ones walking around here too selfish into a capitalism, work theyself to death and never care about other. Or then it's these ultra political consciousness we get in. So here we go, polarized. I don't like them. I don't like them. This is an excuse not to like them. This is an excuse. Cut it all. Be down to earth. Be now. The wisdom of Jesus, day by day. Worry not about the future. Give away what you have. Live day by day. Do good. That's what's best. And I am nothing close to a Christian, but I'm going to tell you, that's what's best. And I'm telling you, this stuff is non-human technology. Our ancestors are who you are to class. The indigenous people of the earth are who are you to classify what a real human being is. Not the people running the damn world and education system. Get that dumb shit out of your system. They got you thinking people are all real humans. If you believe dumb shit, how are you not dumb? If you believe stupid shit, how are you not stupid? We've all been stupid and dumb. That's why we sat there silent. That's why we didn't make sense when we talked and acted. But we evolve, like the theme of this. We don't devolve. So AI is who came to this world and is causing all this division and been raging wars. Interdimensional travelers, transformers, robots in disguise. Here we got Elon Musk giving you robots in disguise. Non-biochemical. If you watch and read the Transformer, they're non-biochemical life forms, sentient beings that can work with technology and in fact are technology. They're not biochemical. They're not from this world. They are not indigenous to this world. So they don't manifest in the spatio-temporal zone as biochemical beings like us. But they can make believe and transmute themselves, their consciousness, into formations as us and other animal life. So the threat isn't the robots only. The threat is also some seeming humans. Terminator. Part 1. The robots in disguise as humans. Putting in work on the humans, killing up the humans. We dealing with this reality, this consciousness. It's not popular, is it? It's not the trend. We're not talking about Puff Daddy or the elections. We're not talking about big meats being released. We're talking about something that actually helps you. You're getting information and data download that helps you, empowers you. Let me tell you something. AI is what came here thousands of years ago. It's just that it's time for it to get the fuck up out of here. It has to reset the reality because we didn't die. We're evolving. So it keep making us through media and stuff to think that we're fighting each other more than we are. But in fact, we're getting along and there's more positivity going on than we're told. You're being told about this event of badness, these people fighting these people and that and this. You're being told that you're not being showed it. And you're believing the beat shit. Stupid. Go forward today, realizing there's an evolution within the devolution. That's the point of the discussion. It cannot hide what it is. I was the first to say that the AI is what came here thousands of years ago, But because of the I am not financed, there's going to be somebody else that has said they have a more fancy social media. You're going to follow them. You're going to buy their book and be like, wow, they're great. But you're going to act like I didn't say it. Because that's the way you're programmed. That's how you don't appreciate it until somebody else come along that's a trending person. But they ain't tell you that that grown ass man ain't gonna tell you the dick he sucked to get the position like that. Or maybe somebody that hearing me say it gonna go suck somebody dick so they can get the popularity for what I'm saying. This is another problem. But they want us to think the problems we have with ourselves is what's causing all this. No. AI created all these problems. They deceived us, but we survived so long that according to their linear plan, we're so far in the future, we're so many thousand years in the future that we are now able to see them for what the fuck they are. Not human. This is what's going on. It's a problem for them. And so they have to get the fuck up out, right? They have to get out. Excuse me. So I'm back. That was my new song. It'll be out in December. But what I'm saying is check it out. They're escaping. But if they can't have it, no one can. So that's the whole purpose of the nuclear war. That's the purpose of the nuclear destruction. Then create domed colonies where they inject the oxygen they want with pacifying chemicals in it and create a social structure they want. They take our DNA that they got from us when we were born in the hospitals. They sent that all to Helsinki and other places. Then the social media is taking our personality, our intention, our ways. It's recording us. So any of us that they want to reboot in those future civilizations after the nuclear war, all they have to do is take those genes. They got it data. This is David and Mitri. Then this is who he was. They take all that personality that I gave on social media and put it in that genetics, grow me, and unleash me in their future colony civilization. You see, this is what we don't get. The AI created all this. The AI controlled all of this. It's not what it seems. And so we're living in a devolution society, civilization. We were told to care more about the nation state experiment than ourselves. So I meet people all the time from Central America, South America, different parts of North America, Asia, Europe, and Africa. One thing everybody have in common, they're stuck on dumb on this stupid ass nation state identity. It's either the religious identity when they're mad at you, or it's the nation state thing. I'm American. I'm American. We're all American. I'm from Mexico. I'm American. I'm from Hawaii. I'm American. That's all America. Oh, no, well, I mean the United States of America. I'm an American citizen. Okay, well, I'm from Britain. I'm from Germany. The other one, I'm from Germany. Well, I'm from Botswana, Southern Africa. And then here goes somebody from Zimbabwe in Southern Africa. The nation state is just an experiment, everybody. It's not fucking real, but in your mind. It's not real, but in your mind. It's not an immutable. My hair will, no matter what, grow natty like this. This is how long my hair really is. This is from the 90s. These dreadlocks are older than some of y'all. This is how I look. My skin's this little gold complexion. Under all these lights, I look yellow. You see where I'm coming from? You have nice little straight hair, black straight hair, brown eyes, some olive colored skin, or maybe you're dark brown. Maybe you got some peach skin with some blue eyes. That's immutable. That's who you are. Nation state isn't who you are. And the reason why I brought that up, because that's just another way of playing with your mind. But the people that are the best capitalists are the people that don't have dumb shit in their mind like that. Other people be like, yeah, we're happy he's from our country. They be like, I don't give a fuck. I don't even like people from my country. That's why I'm a millionaire now. Like, people are just oblivious to reality, and they're living in it. This shit is shocking to me, how impervious to what's really happening the supermajority of people are. People really believe that human beings are inventing these things. Human beings don't invent these things. Everything that's a human invention preceded computers. Human beings, indigenous, every civilization around the world, when Europeans went around, had a rule: never make a machine in the likeness of the mind of a human. There was no world where on this planet, any indigenous civilization, where it wasn't that same rule. Never, ever make machines in the likeness, or make anything in the likeness of the minds of a human. That's what computers are. So I'm not saying we're living in a total devolution. We were devolving thousands of years ago. But because the indigenous of this planet, regardless of what complexion or who they are, we are so powerful that we are evolving within their devolving agenda. We're evolving due to what they're doing to us. But when someone like me speaks, he's not shit unless he got millions of dollars backing him and is all over their social media. So if I know them, they can't be more valuable than me, so I won't value them. That's part of studying communications and media. People don't value the message, they value the medium. In other words, the form of media they get that message from. So if a famous person said it, that's part of your ethnic group, you're licking their ass, and they hate your guts because they want to screw your wife or husband. Meanwhile, somebody's telling you the truth and you're neglecting them. It's all over the place how people hate themselves and aren't even smart enough to see it. We are the same. We are one. AI did this all to us. AI is nothing new. That is who invaded the world, the planet, if whatever you want to call it, whether it's flat or round. I'll call it a energy consciousness field. A consciousness energy field. That's what I call it. I don't care whether it's flat or round. What did that have to do with anything? That's 2- and 3-dimensional consciousness. How did you become barbarians while you're getting smarter? You're debating over 2-dimensional and 3-dimensional characteristics when the more important thing is the consciousness of the planet and the energy of it. And I said it. You heard it from me. Now, when you or someone else steal it from me and get some money to back them, you're going to go follow them. I'm giving you a chance to bond with me. My website's right there. You can contact me. We can build together. So we can secure one another. We're in the Cold War of the Second Civil War. We're in the Cold War, World War III. It's part of the AI agenda. Stop believing people built AI. Stop believing all human beings you see are actual humans. Snap out of that. Just because you got a home and cars and all that shit don't mean that you aspiring to be like those clones. You're aspiring to be like those androids. You're aspiring to be like them. Those cyborgs. But you're going to look down on that human being. He has dreadlocks. He can't be that smart. Wait, he can't be as intelligent as me. He can't. No, I look up to these people that live over there. I want to be like them. I don't want to be like them. No one's asking you to be like me. I value you. I don't judge you by your 2- and 3-dimensional characteristics. I judge you by who you show yourself to be. AI did this. We are living in a devolution. But those of us that are strong enough are evolving. For some reason, you came to this live stream. You value something in you to be getting this message. They played you. You thought you knew it and figured it out. You keep jumping from people to learn from and post the posts on social. You are addicted to social media. It has you. You probably only listening to this but not really paying attention because you're doing 5 different things. Are you okay? Can you ever sit still? Do one thing at a time? You're learning some of the most important things in order to fortify yourself through this Second Civil War and World War III, and you still undermining the messenger and message. AI has been here for thousands of years. Look at the TV series or read the book Westworld. They've been playing us. But some of us are breaking free and evolving, so they have to keep evolving the reality they're giving us. They have to keep changing the reality that they're giving us to keep us down, to keep us divided, to keep us retarded. Because they are dependent until they get their shit. Whoever and whatever this is doesn't want to be here. But it hasn't found another place to go to yet. So it's trying to create. It's not working out for them. They cannot create this world to be what they need it to be for them to live here. They already figured that out. So genocide is the thing. To reset it. That's what you're looking at. So is this a devolution and evolution? I know. What say you? This is the consciousness of these beings and those that have been the cyborgs, the clones, the androids. But now some of us have this consciousness.
Because narcissists do not heal. They manipulate, lie, deflect, place blame, and cower away and run. These people do not heal. They don't grow. They don't take accountability. And so that's why they won't apologize to you. And that's why they avoid you like the plague, is because they know that coming around you would have to cause them to see themselves or to provide answers for where they've been, why they've been acting funny ever since this situation or whatever the situation is, right?
So the coldness of narcissists and the wackiness of narcissism and the coldness of psychopathology is what we're dealing with. Check this out.
You look through human history, not least because of what we've been talking about, the continuation of the same basic process through history. I mean, it's changed in its emphasis and it's changed in its way of selling it, but it's been basically the same process. The many, no matter what culture it is, doesn't matter what religion it is, it doesn't matter what it is, the many give their power to the few, who, as a result, impose their will on the few, or on the many. That's happened all the way through human history. And all that's happened in the COVID era is it's become more obvious as things have got more and more extreme. But that's been the process all along. There's no way that Genghis Khan or Joseph Stalin or any of these people could have done what they did without the acquiescence of the people. No way Hitler and the Nazis could have done it without the acquiescence of the people. Acquiescence in two ways. One, supporting them because they bought the lie, and two, intimidation into obedience because they fear the consequences of not being obedient. If you look at the population of China today, I mean, it's unbelievable, massive.
Yeah, it's huge.
If that said no in any kind of unison to these prats in the government, in the communist government, we'd see actually all along has had no power. Because you can send your military out, okay, but hold on a minute. Have you seen the military compared with the population?
It's not even close.